Have you ever wondered why Americans sound so natural at work? It's not just grammar or vocabulary. It's the little phrases they use every single day. And if you learn these phrases, you won't just understand them better. You'll also sound more confident and fluent at work yourself. So today, we're going to unlock some of the most common English phrases Americans use in the workplace. And trust me, once you start using them, people will notice the difference in the way you communicate. Let's begin with the first phrase, let's circle back. You'll hear this a lot in meetings. It means let's return to this topic later. For example, that's a good idea. Let's circle back after we discuss the budget. It's short, polite, and professional. Next is I'll keep you in the loop. This means I'll keep you updated or informed about something. Imagine your boss says, we're still waiting for client approval, but I'll keep you in the loop. This is a friendly way to say you won't miss any updates. Another common one is, can we touch base? This doesn't mean touching anything physically. It means, can we connect briefly to talk about something? For example, let's touch base tomorrow about the new project. It's casual, but professional, and very common in American offices. Now here's a phrase you'll often hear in emails. Thanks for the heads up. It means, thank you for warning me or letting me know in advance. If a colleague says, the manager is coming early today, you might reply, thanks for the heads up. It's polite and shows appreciation. Another phrase is, it's on my radar. This means I'm aware of it, I haven't forgotten it. For example, don't worry about the report, it's on my radar. This phrase shows you are responsible and attentive. Notice how these phrases are not just words. They carry a certain culture of communication, professional, polite, and efficient. That's why Americans use them so often at work. But here's the thing. Learning these phrases isn't only about sounding native. It's also about building relationships at work. When you say, I'll keep you in the loop, you sound cooperative. When you say, let's circle back, you sound like a team player. Each phrase builds trust. In this first half, we've learned 5 everyday phrases. But this is just the beginning, because there are many more that can transform the way you communicate. In the next part, I'll share more phrases that show confidence, professionalism, and teamwork. So stay with me, because by the end of this lesson, you'll have a collection of expressions you can use right away at work. Let's continue. Here's another phrase Americans use a lot. I'm swamped. It means I'm very busy, I have too much work. For example, I'd love to join, but I'm swamped with deadlines. This sounds natural and polite instead of just saying, I'm busy. Next is I'll get back to you. This means I'll respond later when I have more information. It's perfect when someone asks a question and you don't have the answer right away. For instance, I'm not sure about the schedule, but I'll get back to you by this afternoon. Another important one is, let's get the ball rolling. This means let's start the project or activity. For example, we've discussed enough, let's get the ball rolling. It's a motivating phrase that pushes things forward. Now let's look at that's not set in stone. It means this decision is not final, it can be changed. For example, the meeting time is Thursday, but it's not set in stone. This phrase is very common in business conversations when plans are flexible. Here's another very common one. Think outside the box. This means be creative. Don't follow the usual way. For instance, we need a new strategy, so let's think outside the box. This phrase shows innovation and Americans use it constantly at work. Now let's reflect for a moment. Each of these phrases saves time. Each one adds a touch of professionalism, and each one makes communication smoother. Imagine walking into a meeting and using just one or two of these phrases. People will immediately feel that you understand the workplace culture. You'll sound more natural, more confident, and more fluent. Here's a quick review of today's phrases. Let's circle back. I'll keep you in the loop. Can we touch base? Thanks for the heads up. It's on my radar. I'm swamped. I'll get back to you. Let's get the ball rolling. That's not set in stone. Think outside the box. With these 10 expressions, you already have a strong foundation for workplace English. Start practicing them in conversations, emails, and meetings. Because the more you use them, the more natural they will feel. And remember, English is not just about speaking correctly. It's about connecting with people. These phrases help you connect. They show respect, cooperation, and professionalism. So don't just memorize them, use them. Every day, at work, in real conversations. Thank you for joining me in today's lesson. If you enjoyed learning these phrases, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Because here, we'll keep building your English and your confidence, one phrase, one lesson at a time.